Have you ever drifted off during your favorite evening show, only to find yourself wide awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep feels so elusive? Or perhaps you're managing a full night in bed, but waking up feeling as though you haven't rested at all. If you're over 70 and noticing these changes, you're not alone, and there's nothing wrong with you. Your body is simply speaking a new language, and it's time to listen. In this video, we'll uncover the science behind why your sleep transforms after age 70, reveal the surprising power of a simple bedtime adjustment, and share 5 practical habits to help you reclaim deep, restorative rest. Why you need to watch until the end. Stay with us to discover how a small shift in your bedtime could unlock sharper memory, better heart health, and a renewed sense of joy. Proven strategies that have transformed the lives of countless seniors and can work for you too. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Why sleep changes after age 70 and what your body is communicating. As we journey into our 70s and beyond, many of us notice a profound shift in our sleep patterns. Perhaps you found yourself dozing off during your favorite evening television program, only to wake up at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, unable to drift back to sleep. Or maybe you're still managing to clock 7 or 8 hours in bed, yet you wake up feeling as though you've barely rested. If these experiences sound familiar, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not doing anything wrong. The changes in your sleep are not merely a byproduct of aging, but a reflection of significant physiological shifts occurring within your body and brain. Understanding these changes can help you embrace your body's new rhythm and rediscover restful, restorative sleep. The science behind sleep changes after 70. After age 70, your body undergoes subtle yet impactful transformations that directly affect how you sleep. One of the most significant changes occurs in the brain, where the architecture of sleep begins to shift. Specifically, we experience a marked reduction in deep sleep, also known as slow-wave sleep, the critical stage responsible for physical repair, mental clarity, and energy restoration. Research indicates that by the time we reach our 70s, we may experience up to a 40% reduction in deep sleep compared to our 50s. This is a substantial loss, and it means that even if you're spending adequate time in bed, your brain and body may not be receiving the level of restoration they require. This reduction in deep sleep is why so many older adults wake up feeling fatigued, mentally foggy, or emotionally subdued, despite seemingly sleeping through the night. The absence of sufficient deep sleep impairs the body's ability to repair tissues, consolidate memories, and clear metabolic waste from the brain, and a process critical for cognitive health. Over time, this can contribute to feelings of low energy, difficulty concentrating, or even mood changes. Another critical factor is the shift in your body's production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles. As we age, the pineal gland begins releasing melatonin earlier in the evening, often as early as 8 o'clock or 8:30 p.m. This shift aligns with your body's natural circadian rhythm, signaling that it's time to wind down. However, many people misinterpret this early wave of drowsiness as a sign of weakness or simply feeling old. They push through it, staying up to watch television, scroll through emails, or engage in other activities, inadvertently missing their optimal window for rest. By ignoring this biological cue, they disrupt their sleep cycle, making it harder to fall asleep later and reducing the quality of the sleep they do get. A real-life example: Mr. Johnson's transformation. To illustrate the impact of these changes, let me share the story of one of my patients, Mr. Johnson, a 70-year-old retired high school history teacher. When he first visited my office on a crisp autumn afternoon, he was visibly frustrated and exhausted. "Doctor," he said, "I go to bed at 11 p.m., just like I always have, but I lie there for hours. When I finally sleep, I wake up feeling more tired than before. What's wrong with me?" His sharp mind and gentle demeanor made his distress all the more poignant. After a thorough conversation and a few routine tests, the answer became clear. Nothing was wrong with Mr. Johnson. His body was simply operating on a new internal clock. His melatonin production was peaking earlier in the evening, but his lifelong habit of staying up late was misaligned with this shift. He was fighting his body's natural rhythm, which was preventing him from accessing the deep, restorative sleep he needed. I proposed a simple experiment. For the next 3 weeks, I asked him to go to bed by 9:30 p.m., avoiding stimulating activities like television or late-night reading. Instead, I encouraged him to create a calming bedtime routine and listen to his body's cues. He chuckled skeptically, remarking, "That early? I'm not a child." But he agreed to try it. When Mr. Johnson returned 3 weeks later, the change was remarkable. He walked into the office with a renewed vitality, standing taller, his eyes brighter. "It's like someone turned the light back on in my brain," he said. By aligning his bedtime with his body's natural melatonin surge, he was sleeping more soundly, waking up with greater clarity, and even rediscovering his love for morning walks, a ritual he hadn't felt energized enough to maintain in months. His story is not an outlier. It's a testament to the power of working with your body's changing rhythms rather than against them. The golden hour, why 9 to 10 p.m. matters. One of the most transformative insights from recent sleep research is the importance of when you go to bed, not just how long you sleep. A 2024 study from the Mayo Clinic found that older adults who consistently went to bed between 9 o'clock and 10 p.m. experienced a 45% improvement in sleep quality. This wasn't a minor improvement, but a profound shift, characterized by deeper sleep, fewer nighttime awakenings, and significantly more energy upon waking. The reason lies in the alignment of bedtime with the body's circadian rhythm. As we age, our internal clock advances, with melatonin peaking earlier in the evening and cortisol, the hormone that promotes wakefulness, rising earlier in the morning. In your 40s or 50s, you might have felt naturally sleepy around 10:30 or 11 p.m. But by your 70s, that drowsy feeling may arrive as early as 8:30 p.m. This isn't a flaw. It's your biology signaling the ideal time to rest. Ignoring this cue by staying up to finish a show, socialize, or simply out of habit can disrupt your sleep cycle, leading to fragmented rest and daytime fatigue. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Consider the case of Mrs. Williams, a 76-year-old patient who had battled insomnia for over decades. She had tried every remedy in the book: melatonin supplements, herbal teas, white noise machines, and even prescription sleep medications. Yet nothing seemed to help. During one consultation, she shared, "I've gone to bed at midnight since I was a teenager. I don't know how to sleep earlier." I explained that her body's rhythm had shifted, and her lifelong bedtime was no longer serving her. I encouraged her to try going to bed by 9:30 p.m. for 3 weeks, creating a relaxing pre-sleep routine to ease the transition. When she returned, her eyes were brimming with tears of relief. "Doctor," she whispered, "I finally sleep. I sleep through the night." Not only had her insomnia resolved, but her daytime fatigue had lifted, her mood had brightened, and her memory, while previously clouded by exhaustion, had begun to sharpen. A 6-month survey conducted at our clinic echoed her experience. Among 500 seniors who adopted a 9 to 10 p.m. bedtime, 80% reported falling asleep more easily, 75% experienced fewer nighttime awakenings, and 70% felt more balanced and energized during the day. These outcomes highlight the profound impact of honoring your body's natural sleep window. The hidden healing power of sleep. Sleep is often thought of as a passive state, a mere pause in the day's activities. But for those in their 70s and beyond, sleep is an active process of repair, restoration, and rejuvenation. When timed correctly, it becomes one of the most powerful tools for safeguarding your health. Let's explore 3 life-changing benefits of aligning your bedtime with your body's new rhythm. Heart health. Consistent, well-timed sleep has a remarkable impact on cardiovascular health. In our clinic, we've observed that older adults who went to bed between 9 o'clock and 10 p.m. experienced a 45% reduction in heart-related issues. This included stabilized blood pressure, fewer irregular heartbeats, and, in some cases, a reduced need for medications under medical supervision. One patient remarked, "I didn't realize how tired my heart was until it started beating easily again." By allowing your body to rest when it's biologically primed, you allow your cardiovascular system to repair and regulate itself. Cognitive clarity. Deep sleep plays a critical role in clearing metabolic waste from the brain, a process linked to maintaining cognitive function and reducing the risk of neurodegenerative conditions. When you miss out on deep sleep by staying up too late, this brain cleaning process is compromised, leading to mental fog and memory challenges. Aligning your bedtime with your melatonin surge enhances deep sleep, supporting sharper thinking and emotional resilience. Emotional well-being. Poor sleep can exacerbate feelings of irritability, sadness, or emotional flatness. By prioritizing an earlier bedtime, you allow your brain to regulate mood-related neurotransmitters during sleep, leading to greater emotional balance. Patients like Mrs. Williams often report not only better sleep, but also a renewed sense of joy and engagement with life. Embracing your body's wisdom. The changes in your sleep after age 70 are not a sign of decline, but an invitation to adapt. Your body is still capable of restful, healing sleep. It's simply asking you to follow a new schedule. That early evening drowsiness isn't something to push through, it's a signal to embrace. By going to bed between 9 o'clock and 10 p.m., you align with your body's natural rhythm, unlocking deeper, more restorative rest. If this resonates with you or reminds you of someone you care about, consider sharing your thoughts. Simply type the word hope in the comments to affirm your belief in the power of small changes and the potential for better health at any age. Sometimes a single word can spark a journey toward renewal. Let's honor our bodies, listen to their wisdom, and rediscover the transformative power of sleep. Your memory, that intricate and cherished reservoir of your life stories, relationships, and experiences, deserves tender care and protection. And it too can experience a profound renewal through the simple act of prioritizing sleep. Allow me to share a vivid example from my years of practice. Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, a devoted couple in their mid-70s, whose journey illustrates the transformative power of rest. They arrived at my office, their faces etched with worry, grappling with the subtle but persistent signs of cognitive decline. Missed appointments, repeated questions, and a pervasive mental fog that lingered even after a full night's sleep. Their fear was palpable, a quiet dread that their minds were slipping away from them. And who among us wouldn't feel the same, confronted with the possibility of losing the clarity that anchors our sense of self? Yet their story took a hopeful turn when they committed to a seemingly small adjustment, a consistent bedtime of 9:30 p.m. Within just 3 months, the results were nothing short of remarkable. Through standardized cognitive assessments, they demonstrated a 32% improvement in memory function. Mrs. Thompson, who had struggled to remember her daily medications, began managing her regimen with ease. Mr. Thompson, once frustrated by his inability to complete his beloved morning crossword puzzles, rediscovered his sharpness and joyfully declared, "It's like the lights have been switched back on upstairs." His smile, brimming with relief and pride, remains etched in my memory. This transformation wasn't a mere anecdote, it was grounded in science. Research now confirms that early sleep, aligned with your body's natural rhythm, enables your brain to perform a critical housekeeping function. Throughout the day, your brain accumulates metabolic waste and toxins, including beta-amyloid proteins, which are strongly linked to cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. During deep sleep, particularly in the early hours of the night, your brain activates its glymphatic system, a remarkable cleansing mechanism that flushes out these harmful substances, clearing neural pathways and preserving cognitive vitality. By prioritizing an earlier bedtime, you grant your brain the time and conditions it needs to perform this essential maintenance, safeguarding your memory and mental clarity. Beyond cognition, the benefits of proper sleep timing extend to your emotional well-being, offering a profound sense of renewal. In our clinic's most recent study, patients who adhered to a consistent 9 to 10 p.m. sleep schedule reported a staggering 58% reduction in symptoms of anxiety and depression. This isn't merely about feeling less stressed. It's about waking each morning with a quiet calm, a renewed sense of purpose, and the emotional resilience to face the day as your truest self. Early sleep facilitates the brain's transition into restorative cycles, including slow-wave sleep and REM sleep, which regulate emotions, process stressors, and replenish your mental energy. It's as if, during those precious nighttime hours, your mind is gently bathed, washing away the weight of worries, frustrations, and emotional clutter, leaving you refreshed and centered. For those managing chronic conditions like diabetes, the case for early sleep becomes even more compelling. Our patients who shifted to earlier bedtimes experienced more stable overnight blood glucose levels, a critical factor in managing diabetes effectively. Several, under their physician's guidance, were able to safely reduce their insulin doses, a testament to the body's remarkable capacity to heal when given the right conditions. Sleep, it turns out, is not just a passive state, but a dynamic process that supports metabolic regulation, reduces inflammation, and enhances insulin sensitivity, offering tangible benefits for those navigating blood sugar challenges. So if you've ever wondered whether something as simple as adjusting your bedtime could truly make a difference, let me assure you, the answer is a resounding yes. Sleep is not a luxury or an afterthought. It is one of nature's most powerful medicines. When timed correctly, it heals far beyond what you might imagine, touching every facet of your physical, mental, and emotional health. By aligning your rest with your body's natural rhythms, you unlock a cascade of restorative processes that rejuvenate your mind, stabilize your body, and uplift your spirit. 5 practical habits to reclaim. Restful sleep. Now that we've explored why sleep timing matters more than ever as we age, you may be asking, what can I do to help my body embrace rest? The good news is that you don't need costly gadgets, complex regimens, or drastic lifestyle overhauls. Small, intentional habits, practiced consistently, can transform your nights and restore the deep, rejuvenating sleep you may have thought was lost forever. Drawing from decades of guiding patients, I've distilled 5 practical steps that have helped hundreds rediscover restful nights. These strategies are simple yet powerful, designed to work in harmony with your body's evolving needs. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Honor the golden hour sleep between 9 o'clock and 10 p.m. Your body, shaped by age, hormonal shifts, and a lifetime of experiences, craves an earlier bedtime. That wave of tiredness that often washes over you around 8:30 or 9 p.m. isn't a sign of weakness. It's your body's wisdom speaking. Going to bed between 9 o'clock and 10 p.m. aligns with your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that governs sleep and wakefulness. This window allows your brain to enter deep, restorative sleep phases more efficiently, maximizing the cleansing and repair processes that occur overnight. Think of it as catching the perfect wave. Time it right, and rest carries you effortlessly into rejuvenation. To make this habit stick, set a gentle reminder or alarm to begin winding down by 8:30 p.m., signaling to your body that rest is near. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals in the evening. Many are surprised to learn that caffeine's effects can linger in the body for 6 to 8 hours, disrupting your ability to fall asleep and stay asleep. That afternoon latte, a piece of dark chocolate, or even a late cup of green tea can keep your nervous system on high alert well into the evening. Similarly, heavy, rich, or large meals close to bedtime force your digestive system to work overtime, diverting energy from the restorative processes your body craves. To support restful sleep, aim to finish your last substantial meal at least 3 hours before bed, ideally by 6:30 p.m. if you're aiming for a 9:30 bedtime. If hunger strikes later, opt for a light, sleep-friendly snack, such as a banana, rich in potassium and magnesium to relax muscles. A handful of almonds or a soothing cup of caffeine-free herbal tea like chamomile or valerian root dim the lights to signal rest. Our brains are exquisitely sensitive to light, a vestige of our ancestors' reliance on the sun's rise and fall to regulate sleep. Bright, blue spectrum light, emitted by smartphones, tablets, TVs, and even modern LED bulbs, mimics daylight, suppressing melatonin production and tricking your brain into staying awake. To prepare for sleep, Create a calming environment by dimming harsh lights starting around 7:30 or 8 p.m. Swap overhead lights for soft, warm-tone lamps or candles, which signal to your brain that it's safe to relax. Consider using amber-tinted bulbs or blue light blocking glasses in the evening to further ease the transition. This subtle shift can make your eyelids feel naturally heavier, inviting sleep without effort. Craft a gentle pre-bedtime routine. Just as we wouldn't send a child straight from playtime to bed without a soothing ritual, we owe ourselves the same care. A 20 to 30-minute wind-down routine can work wonders in preparing your mind and body for rest. Choose activities that calm rather than stimulate. Read a few pages of a novel, listen to soft instrumental music, practice gentle stretches to release physical tension, or simply sit quietly with a warm blanket, reflecting on the day. Avoid stress triggers like watching the evening news, checking work emails, or engaging in intense discussions. This is your sacred time to exhale, to let go of the day's demands, and to invite peace. Over time, this routine becomes a reliable cue, signaling to your body that sleep is near. Step away from screens before bed. In our digital age, this may be the most challenging yet transformative habit. The blue light emitted by phones, tablets, and TVs suppresses melatonin production, delaying sleep onset and reducing sleep quality. Even more, the mental stimulation from scrolling through social media, reading news headlines, or watching dramatic shows can leave your mind buzzing when it should be settling. Commit to setting aside all screens at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed, ideally by 8:30 p.m. for a 9:30 bedtime. Replace screen time with calming alternatives. Journal your thoughts, practice deep breathing, or engage in a quiet conversation with a loved one. By creating this digital boundary, you allow your mind to enter a state of stillness, making it easier to drift into restful sleep. A gentle invitation to rest. Life, in its infinite wisdom, teaches us that the most profound changes often stem from the simplest acts. Healing doesn't always require grand gestures. Sometimes it begins with a single, mindful choice to listen to your body's quiet pleas. Tonight, as the world slows and the sky darkens, I invite you to pause. Resist the urge to push through tiredness or fill the evening with distractions. Instead, see that wave of fatigue as a gift, a gentle reminder that you've done enough for today, and now it's time to rest. At this stage of life, sleep is more than a biological necessity. It's a homecoming. It's a return to your natural rhythms, a chance to nurture the mind, body, and spirit that have carried you through decades of joy, challenge, and growth. By embracing these small habits and honoring your body's need for early rest, you open the door to profound healing. Your memory sharpens, your emotions soften, your body stabilizes, and your days begin to feel lighter, more purposeful, more like you. And here's the most beautiful truth of all. It's never too late. You are never too old to feel vibrant, never too far gone to reclaim clarity, never beyond the reach of rest's gentle embrace. There is still time, rich, meaningful, restorative time for your body to feel energized, your mind to feel clear, and your heart to feel at peace. So tonight, take that first step. Let sleep be your medicine, your sanctuary, your quiet revolution. You deserve it. As we come to the end of this journey into understanding sleep after 70, I hope you've discovered the incredible power of aligning with your body's natural rhythms. Sleep isn't just a pause in your day, it's a profound act of healing, a chance to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. So what have you learned today that resonates with you? Maybe it's the importance of the 9 to 10 p.m. golden hour, the impact of dimming lights, or the simple act of stepping away from screens. I'd love to hear from you. Please comment below with one thing you've learned from this video and plan to put into practice in your life. Your insights might inspire someone else to take that first step toward better rest. If you found this video helpful, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more practical wisdom to live your healthiest, most vibrant life. Here's to restful nights and brighter days. Thank you for watching.